Hello everybody, UnwovenRainbow here, and today we are on the Planet Skyblock server for episode 2, so let's get started. So, as you can see, we are back with the stone generator, and I have done quite a bit of work on this. I've put some casing up, and I have put all the hoppers in, and everything's kind of ready to get going. I have done some work on getting plenty of stone, so now we need to get to work on building a shop for it. And I've already used some of the stone to kind of make this stone brick layer, and then I moved on to organise some of our chests. So we've got valuables, we've got building blocks, we've got food and mobs, and we've also got a bit of a junk chest going on that we'll need to sort out later. So this layer down here is pretty much the same, and we're going to work on sorting some of this out and moving things around a bit. And whilst I've been away, I've also got a bit further with this kind of circle / rounded square, and as you can see there's quite a few mobs everywhere, so we're going to have to get to work on lighting the place up. And we've still got our lucky bunny rabbit, so we're going to build a shop up there, and we need to decide how high we're going to build it, and this block is where we're going to put a beacon at some point as well. So we're going to start by scaffolding up, and then we're going to build a platform. Now we've got the platform built, we need to get to work on a nice simple design. So I'm just going to use a bit of wood because we're going to be changing this up later, so it doesn't really matter, but we still want it to look kind of nice and pretty, so we're just going to do this. Now we are ready to put the sign on our shop and start making some sales. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to sell a stack of stone for 50 in-game money, and there we go, it's all created. So now we can get to work selling some stone, stock up, and I look forward to some sales. And we've got some sales, yay! So quite a few people have been asking for cobblestone, so I have moved on to make a cobblestone shop. I'm collecting some cobble now, and I'm going to go and restock, and then we're probably going to be ready to move on to something different. So yeah, we've made quite a few sales, and I've bought some more hoppers, so back down on money, and now we're going to work on the cacti farm. So at the moment we are just branching out to the corner of our island so we can get to work on the cacti farm. And we're now moving on to constructing the trough, which will collect all the cacti. And we're going to make this reasonably long, but we're going to try and make it in a way that we can continue to expand it as we get more and more sand and other resources, because we're probably going to end up with quite a large cacti farm at the end of it. So now we're just placing some ice because the cacti will move quicker along this, and then hopefully we will lose less when there is clear lag and the entities are removed, because we want to make as much profit as possible. And as you can see, I've gone ahead and placed some of the cacti, and now we're just figuring out where we're going to place blocks so that the cacti automatically break. And now we're just putting the sand on top and just finishing up the cacti farm for today. So I think we've made really good progress and it's looking great. And we've even got our first cacti. Look how good the cacti farm looks over there. It's going to look really good when it's so much bigger. And now we are going to move away from the cacti farm and onto something a little bit different. So, one thing we've not looked at on the game is the challenges. So there are lots of different challenges that you can complete, and these all have different rewards, and today we're going to work on completing some challenges and figuring out what challenges we might want to do next. And I think, that's what we're going to get into now. So there's all these different tiers of challenges, and you've got to complete certain challenges to unlock the other ones. So at the moment we can do the cobblestone challenge, so we've done that and completed that, and we also have these farm challenges to do now. But first what we need to do is see what island level we are on to see if we can see whether we have reached 20 levels to do that challenge. Wow, we're on 123 island levels, so that means that we can complete the next stage. So let's go and see what our reward is for 20 levels. And we're doing well, and the next thing we can do is we should be able to claim the reward for the 100 levels challenge, so let's go ahead and get that. Now we're not quite at the stage where we have 250 island levels or 500 or 1,000, so we're going to have to come back and do those another day. But for now, I think we should see what other challenges we complete. So there's the apple collector, where we need to get two apples, and then that means we get one of each sapling. So I think we should get to work on growing some trees. So let's find some dirt and then see if we have any saplings. And it looks like we don't have any saplings, but no worries, because we could just get the sapling kit and then we'll be able to get going. And now we need to place our sapling. And we also have a bit of bone meal that we can use to try and get it growing quicker. And we also have some more bone meal over here. So hopefully we can hurry up and get our 2 apples. And there's our first apple. We're on a roll. Now we just need to find one more apple. Let's collect these apples. Oh, there's another one. So now we've got enough for our challenge. We've even got 3. So let's complete the challenge. And now we have all these saplings. That means we'll be able to get all the different types of wood grown, and we'll be able to do some really pretty builds. So I think we'll work on getting some of the different types of wood next time and move on to some of the farming challenges. So that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm really happy with how far we've got. We've got the cacti farm done, we've got the mini shop done, and we started work on some of our challenges. So come back for episode 3 and we can get going with some more challenges, and I'll see you all then. Bye!